Hey, it's Jimmy Bo here, and listen, I'm just reminding you to subscribe to mikeyluvs Twitch channel. I'm about to sub. I'm about to blow.
I joined a Predator called... Alright. The alternative title for this video could have just been, I made a Reddit account. I made a Reddit account too. I ain't seen no pedos yet. Oh, don't worry. Roblox pedophilia, bro. Hell yeah.
I stumbled upon a group on Roblox recently that took me down a pretty dark rabbit hole. It was an attempt at replicating the Nazi aesthetic on the planet.
What? The Kanye West Roblox group. Woo! Kanye! Yo, shout out Kanye, bro. Yo, real shit, make sure to cop some new Kanye merch. Do not cop Kanye merch, bro.
At least, that's what it looks like at first glance. However, it was actually much more disturbing.
Same thing with the gay flat.
That a cult leader using his position.
Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. My boy Eli, he said we should make a betting app for pedophilias. Like, who's gonna be a pedophile next? If this popped out his mom's vagina, bro, and there was a bet if he's gonna be a pedophile or not, nigga, I am taking the over 10 times out of 10. Look at you, goofball.
Of power to exploit his very young following.
Hi, Chit. Oh my, this shit, damn, this shit look crazy. There's Roblox criminal records. You know, I've had my Roblox account for what, 12 years? Y'all think I did something bad? Oh, look at mikeyluvs in 2018. Peekaboo? But for now, I'm just gonna go to bed. I need to fix my sleep schedule. And if this is the last time we speak, it has been a pleasure. Sexport? Meep City party.
Brandon was an avid player on the Roblox platform.
Hi, Brandon!
In 2017, he became fascinated with the sandbox element the gaming platform had provided. But what stuck out to him even more was the social aspect. He had quickly begun to form his own community inside an already established corner of the Roblox platform. It's known as the SCP.
Oh my, the weirdest nigga you know was into SCPs. I had my little SCP phase too, I'm not gonna lie to you. SCPs were cool, but then you get into the community, it's like, yo, what if I just fucked SCP-096? What? It's a monster! It's a monster! It's a monster! How are you a bigger monster than the actual monster? Why are we talking about fucking him in the butt? Fundamentally, they're cool as It's just that on the internet have to sexualize everything, which is ironic as coming from me. But SCPs are still cool. Bro, I tried learning about SCPs, that shit confused. It's really not. You just gotta pick, like, what was your favorite SCPs? Mine was 096 in the IKEA. The IKEA was creepy. The IKEA always creeped me out, bro. Who's the SCP that, like, you couldn't look away from him? That nigga was cool as too.
Tech. It's a pretty well-known collaborative fictional project, which tells the story of a containment facility, which holds many different paranormal and supernatural beings. Fans of this community would take the project into Roblox, replicating the facilities and the SCPs, as they're called, on the platform, giving a whole new meaning to a collaborative fictional project. Brandon would join this community under the username Albert Hilarium, hoping to establish himself as a figurehead within the project, and he would get to work pretty quickly. Albert Hilarium's SCP group was nothing to really boast about. It had poor development, a low member count, and nothing of value to add to the community. But there was something.
So the alternative is what? Like, they say any publicity is good publicity. Yo, he decided to, like, you know, mess with a child. Hell yeah.
Albert.
Wait, is this the SCP thingy? Albert from Flamingo? No, hey, you watch your mouth. That's my goal.
Created inside of this group that would become the first puzzle piece to this story. It was called the Hilarium Dynasty. This was essentially like a family on Roblox.
Family?
Users who were invited to join the dynasty were required to change their Roblox usernames to include the Hilarium surname. They were then placed on a family tree, most members becoming sons or daughters of Albert Hilarium.
This shit is weird as fuck. So this is just roleplay before. This is like role-playing before Adopt Me, damn near.
Hilarium himself. This could have been some strange case of playing on the platform,
like a myth,
or maybe it was the beginning of a twisted fantasy.
2018, year later.
Albert's SCP group was not doing too bad at this point.
Damn, 2 bands?
He had reached up to 2,000 members and had some decent activity in his Discord server. But not long after Albert Hilarium joined the SCP community, he would find himself in some controversy. A user by the name of Korakat posted a message to a public Discord server outlining a discovery they had made regarding Albert Hilarium. It's a pretty long message.
Nigga, damn, bro! Nigga, is that a essay entry?
I'm gonna warn you now, it's pretty disturbing.
Okay.
Albert Hilarium is an approximately 20-year-old male offender living in Arkansas. He was charged 4 years ago for possessing a very underage person. Quick side note, I was able to sneak into Albert's close circle to investigate the validity of these claims, and I'll get into it later in the video, but I just want to add that here. Anyways, I'm sure he would love to have you believe this is a lie, as I would have loved to believe before I started contact with him. Since then, he has sent and received pictures to people he knew were not of legal age. Aside from the pictures, he also engages in revolting acts, such as pole dancing with said not legal people on.
He's a Roblox minor stripper. Of course, he's from Arkansas. There's only one person worth saving from Arkansas, and that's Queso. Besides Queso, burn that whole trash state. Anybody who's a Razorback, because especially the Razorback track girls, they're sexy as f. We're gonna use Queso and nuke. Yeah, we're gonna just tell Queso jump, and after that, he gonna kill everybody. Yo.
On Roblox. There is much more to this statement, but for the sake of not getting this video taken down,
take too long to get
I'm not going to say the rest. Albert Hilarium would of course deny these accusations, making an announcement to the community stating, "This is an attempt to slur and make someone look bad because they didn't get their way." Korakat.
Yeah, Russia. Well, you know what happened, bro? Yeah. The minor was trying to get a pole dance from Albert, bro. Russia, they scammed him. I didn't get my refund! I'm sorry.
The person who posted the original accusation against Albert started a personal investigation because someone close to her was getting hit on by Albert, her sister, who went by the name Yuki. Albert would threaten to ban Yuki if she didn't accept his sexual advances.
What?
Yuki was a minor at this time. After Korakat had found out about this, that her sister was being potentially exploited, she began her own investigation. She would join Albert's SCP Discord, and after flirting with him for just a day, she was immediately given a pretty high rank within the group.
Yeah, you said, what's her profile picture? Oh my god. You think she's efficient for compliments? They got niggas like Albert. You're not ugly!
Korakat would then use her position inside of Albert's circle to grab any personal details she could, including his age, which she states is at the minimum 20 years old. Korakat also states that she received messages from Albert that made her feel, quote, disgusted. Disgusted to a point that made her cease her investigation and leave the community entirely. But there was still much more to be uncovered. Stuff that was undoubtedly even more disturbing.
Oh, Neymar?
There are 6 documents, at least that I could find, that provide the majority of the insight into the story. That's 118 pages of weird...
Copy, you creep. 8 chapters.
And arguably illegal stuff that this guy did, documented by community members that had the misfortune of interacting with him. One of these documents, written by members of the SCP community, detailed the interactions between Albert and his group. This included sexual, racist, and sexist.
No gays in my... Okay, that's funny. Sorry. No gays in my Christian server. Y'all can't see this one. No black semi-white server. You're gonna get... Whoa. Albert, please. I guess you could say we all seen Albert's stuff. Yeah, I get the joke. You want us watching some press shit? This is what was linked to me, bro. That's the only thing on YouTube, I deadass do not see anything else. This is the meta. I wish the old meta when it was like just like, you know, niggas making skits and shit like that, but niggas don't do that no more unless you're RDC world.
To a secluded area on the map where he could have these parties away from the public's view. It's a pretty...
Whoa! Yo, you wanna know who that is? Niggas is getting blacked on Roblox. Yo!
Similar layout to what you would see in a condo game. If you don't know what a condo game is, it's pretty much just a sex game on Roblox. I'm not really going to go into detail about these games. I recommend just watching a few YouTube videos on those. They're kind of interesting. Anyways,
look, bro. God, is there any be joining the internet. I guess, yo, real shit, I be trying to find videos to react to y'all. Everything is Predator. What's good happening on the internet? Why is the internet so negative right now? I'm not gonna lie. It's been like this for, at least in terms of like finding content for me to react to. It's been nothing but negative shit.
Our cat wasn't the only unfortunate person to find themselves surrounded
all that shit you said about British people, shut up, bro.
By this disturbing community. Another user who went by the name Katinas had her own story to tell, one that would strangely foreshadow Albert's future endeavors.
Yeah, but I was 13 at the time. So I used to be really obsessed with SCP stuff for some reason. And I was at Group Recruiting Plaza. I was trying to find like SCP groups. And I saw Albert's group and I joined and stuff. Everything was normal. But then once I got into the Discord server, like I joined their VCs and they'd say like really suggestive stuff and they'd be like really...
Never mind. I thought I said the 8th. I was gonna say, nigga, this is being pedophiles on my mom's birthday.
Weird to me and stuff. And Albert...
Wait, 13? I have no idea.
And all his little minions would say that he's like 14, so it's fine for him to joke about that kind of stuff. Like, he'd just say really sexual things and it made me really uncomfortable. But I was like, okay, whatever, because he's like 14. It's not an old man, but it actually is. And so I called his group a cult one time in the Discord, and he got so mad at me, like over a joke. Like, I don't understand why he got so mad, but he was like attacking me in DMs and stuff. And he even said like something along the lines of, oh, you're a big girl now, you're going to use caps and like punctuation. So that sounded like really weird. It made me uncomfortable. And I thought he was just some 14-year-old boy being stupid with nothing better to do. Little did I know he's a fucking 27-year-old man, 22.
You're the biggest boy, Monkey. I will chop you. Nigga, you're an adult now. I could kill you. And you'll... Actually, never mind. No, I can't. In GTA, Twitch, and YouTube, Monkey started an arc where you beat pedos up. No, I'm now... Hold on, let me show you something. Hold on. I hope I still have it. Hold on. Here we go. Right here. He's the pedophile catcher. This nigga turned into Jeff Hardy or Evan Bourne. Like, what, bro? Real shit, this might sound crazy, but fuck them pedo catcher. They don't even like talk. They just beat them up. They just find predators and beat them the fuck up and post them on Twitter.
27-year-old man.
He's 27.
That was posing as a 14-year-old. One time even, like, they just like teleport me, if that's the word, to him.
They teleported her to sex jail. Where is she?
And his like other group thing, not the SCP thing, and they try to like gangbang me and roll.
Can I be honest with y'all, bro? I don't know if this TMI, but yo, real shit. I kind of just like beat my, my gooning addiction a little, bro. You want to know why? I just had this random thought. I was like, yo, people will tell you like they don't have like a prawn addiction, right? But then after that, they'll draw furry animal porn on Twitter. I thought about it like that. I was like, yo, damn, why am I watching this, bro? I was like, yo, nigga, and niggas will tell you they're not addicted, and after that, watch Lolly. Like, what? Gang, you have a problem. Cause like, think about how mentally like you have to be for Roblox, for your slapping your Roblox dick on the table, on the road table. There's something not clicking up here. There's something not clicking up here, bro. I'm about to put his dick in with this napkin holder. What are you doing? Or pandemic.
Albert Hilarium's SCP group was pretty gross, to say the least. And the entire community had rallied around this sentiment. And as such, Albert was forced to pack his bags and leave the genre, pitching his tent within a new community, one that closely aligned with his values. Albert Hilarium's new project on the platform was far from an improvement. In fact, it was a fictional nation under the name Hilarian Regime. The uniforms and other respective development assets were very much inspired, if not directly copied, from Nazi Germany.
Him and Kanye just going bar for bar. Who's gonna have a worse PR run. He's just going bar for bar. Who's trying to have a worse PR run? Come on, bro. Go back. Is that a furry? That's what you're worried about? You're not worried about the neo? You're worried about the animal?
Assets were very much
this right here. Yes.
inspired, if not direct.
That's an animal. Yes, yes. Go back. There's the black.
The uniforms and other respective development assets were very much inspired, if not directly copied, from Nazi Germany.
Where's the black?
He had his own.
Fuck you doing here? fuck you doing here? This get me mad. One of these things is not like the other. Polar bear in Arlington, Texas.
SS guard divisions and coincidentally
the odd one now.
A mirror of the Hitler Youth Program. It was undoubtedly
Hitler Youth Program? What? Hitler Youth Program? What is that, like an after-school program? What the What the Hitler Youth?
undoubtedly an attempt at recreating the Nazi regime on the platform. Whether he wanted to hide behind the curtain of a fictional nation or not, the truth is very clear.
These ranks have no significance, right?
Is that Elon Musk? Sorry.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, my bad.
They do. They're Nazi party ranks, okay?
His values clearly align with this idea as well. Countless statements from himself, degrading Jewish people and praising Hitler himself. This is...
I can't even say the word damn on roll. You can say that. You can't even say D-A-M period. You'll get beamed. You can say...
objectively a bad environment to foster on a platform that is majority children. But this didn't deter Albert Hilarium. He wanted to take things even further.
Hitler was uncensored on Roblox for a while. Frost, I didn't even know you knew that. Nigga, I didn't even know that. Real shit, dang.
When I reached out and spoke to the alleged victims in this tragic story, the way they would describe the environment in this Hilarium community was cult-like. But I'll get into it and break down the victim interviews later in the video. A cult is defined as a misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. This Roblox group was almost exactly that. In fact, he had already laid out the foundation for this cult in his Hilarium dynasty, which I had mentioned earlier. Albert Hilarium was placed at the top of this family tree, directly followed by his princess, and then his sons. Below his direct family were his supreme command and military generals. These ranks and positions...
This roleplay shit gets serious. You have a family tree? There's a Roblox hierarchy charts, bro. Get real, bro.
Within the group.
Doesn't mean LeBron is a cult. Yes. If supporting LeBron James is a cult, I'm a cultist, nigga. Real shit. I'm gonna sacrifice my firstborn son. All that.
Where the end goal
it has a role family
for most players who found themselves joining the Hilarion regime. Higher ranks gave players flashy gear and a sense of status within the community. But they would have to appease the man at the top, Albert Hilarium, if they wanted any chance at ranking up. Those who were inside the dynasty, even those at the very bottom, were afraid of leaving. They would be seen as a traitor and effectively cut off
what the fuck?
From the entire community. Most of these people had little to no social life outside of Roblox, so this was a pretty big deal to them. But this wasn't the only change.
Y'all be looking at me crazy when I say go outside.
To Hilarium, Albert himself would build relationships, some becoming sexual, with his...
Let me see. Hold on. Good morning, beautiful boy. Lying in bed, come snuggle in front of me so I could kiss your ear and kiss your neck and nibble your ear. Are you hard again like every other morning? Europeans, you're not being this. You're not being your weirdo allegations. You can tell he's European because this shit says 14 o'clock. Europeans, you're never gonna beat your allegations about being a ton of weirdos.
His close circle, effectively keeping dynasty members loyal to Albert and his regime. Albert's Hilarion regime was positioned within a corner of Roblox known as the World War II genre. It's essentially a collective of player-made nations role-playing and battling each other on the platform, using aesthetics from the 1939 to 45 period. Of course, it's important to note player-made factions that aim to replicate Nazi Germany on the platform are strictly prohibited.
Why niggas trying to romanticize like war and trauma and PTSD? Why are you trying to we're on the internet.
Accordance with Roblox's terms of service. This would be the first red flag for people when they first encounter the Hilarion regime. The second red flag would of course be the stories from within. The Hilarion regime would be active for at least a year or two, if I'm not mistaken, before something would finally happen. Leaders from inside the Roblox World War II community would take notice to the out-of-touch things
Ukrainian bottom boy? Giving you 2,000...
Albert would say, but more alarmingly, the things he did in the SCP community. This would ignite an investigation. One of the leaders of this investigation was a user named Alexander, who led a fictional nation of his own inside the community. Alec delved into a pretty deep investigation, gathering evidence and interviewing alleged victims. In fact, he was the one.
Like that nigga. Good content like this doesn't even blow up. You want to know why? Because you're not doing what 16 blocks fruit secrets that you need to know. Roblox content is so.
Who interviewed Katinas, who I mentioned earlier. He would post these interviews and the evidence onto his YouTube page, where the entire community would be able to view his findings. On one of these videos, he had confronted Albert directly with the evidence that was collected. Allegedly, Albert had sent
Nitra, shut your dumb ass up.
And someone who was not of legal age a sexual picture, to which Albert responded by saying it wasn't his image and he had gotten it off of Google.
Yeah, okay, it's not my dick, but I still sent you a cock. Hey. What?
Even if the image in question wasn't of himself, he just admitted to sending a sexual image to someone who was underage. This, of course, would spark outrage in the Roblox World War II community. People demanded he leave, even people from within the Hilarion dynasty. And sooner than later, what quickly became known as the Hilarion Civil War was now underway.
Civil War? Civil War? What? Can we stop romanticizing failure? Can we just call pedophiles? Roll Civil War.
Another video on Alexander's page, this time titled The Hilarion Civil War, documented these next few set of events. The video states that Albert had ruled over Hilarium with an iron fist, and he was forming a cult fueled by grooming and manipulation of people who are loyal to him.
Phantom Forces.
The rest of the video showcases the chaos from within the Hilarion regime. Players raiding Albert's games and chanting death to the peds.
But retweet. I'm not gonna retweet. I don't like killing niggas. Lock them up. I'm not a big fan of killing niggas. But real shit, lock that nigga up.
Of course, Albert couldn't do much to prevent his Roblox empire from collapsing. It was inevitable. His dark and twisted actions are what led up to this. And surely this would mean he would leave the platform and disappear off the internet. But no, he
came back. God, is this a purple guy? Is this nigga William Afton? I always come back. Go away.
Done yet. Albert Hilarium, believe it or not, had only just begun his journey on the Roblox platform. His actions were only going to get worse from here. He would move on to do a Star Wars themed game, where instead of focusing on development and creating an enjoyable atmosphere, he was talking to minors and sharing explicit content with them, which is a shock to absolutely no one.
What do you shower? No, come on, bro. Showered without. Is that the mustache villain?
One who knew him up to this point.
He showers? Yeah, get it.
His Star Wars project would soon grind to a halt, as he would lose passion for the community. But following a reoccurring pattern with Albert, he drifted from one community to another, searching for a haven to anchor his depravity, leading him to develop a Roman-themed faction. It's worth asking, why was he so persistent? What drove him to continue this sick spree on Roblox, of all places? Albert, or Brandon as he's known in real life, doesn't exactly live the best of lives. Brandon is roughly 23 to 27 years old, somewhere in that range. He's been kicked out of multiple residences, fired from many jobs, and spends most of his free time on Roblox.
You see, like that are just fundamentally he's just a bad template, bro. He just got like real shit. You just can't save like him, bro. Like he sucks in real life and he sucks online, bro.
You just gotta feel bad for the guy. It seems like the world is working against him, and he's just playing Roblox to get away from it all. And I wish that was true, but it isn't. Most, if not all, of his misfortunes are his own fault. Brandon lived with his brother for an extended period of time. This was during the period in which he ran the Hilarion dynasty. But this wouldn't last very long.
I wish my brother would come on my... I wish my brother would wake up and tell me, hey, Mikey, I'm a leader of a Roblox cult.
All because of one stupid mistake Brandon had made. You see, Brandon was unemployed for the most part, Or sometimes he was bouncing between jobs before getting fired or quitting. The majority of his income came from Roblox, but not in the way you would think. He would consistently beg for money from his group members. And begging, by the way, is an understatement.
All right, Danny.
So many messages about money in his Discord server. It's honestly impressive. He wasn't just begging his soldiers for money, but he was also begging his dynasty. Never before seen conversations with his dynasty members would reveal another dark twist. He would ask them for money, and when they couldn't dish anything out,
$30 coffee? Damn, bro, what the f you getting, nigga? Damn, bro, who was this Beyonce spitting that shit?
out for him, he would threaten to harm himself. Keep in mind, the majority of his dynasty members are minors, but this was his lifeline.
That's why I will always respect a fiend, because real shit, fiends don't make an excuse to get their necks fixed. They get that shit. He doesn't have the money for a $30 coffee, but he has enough for Percocets and codeine.
Roblox.
This close to the edge. Jumping from this car.
What? He's that close to the edge of the street? It's not even that he's trying to kill himself, it's just that his body's so f***ing fat, his stomach almost touches the road.
That was close. Should do it, probably.
I should do it, probably. Are you looking? Oh, are you looking? Guys, notice me. Guys, look. You over here. Guys, it's me. I need help. Man, fuck you.
Begging would also turn out to be a negative rather than a positive for him. His Discord bio boasted his full name and PayPal email, hoping to encourage people to send money to him. But this wasn't the case. His name was
no, Jay, you'd be surprised.
Instead used to find his social medias.
Keep our new profile picture.
Yo, holy shit.
We have to finish this video. Oh God, we have to finish this video, then after that I'm gone.
And in turn, his sister-in-law's Facebook page, she was
I want to end, bro. Like, that shit just blew my... I don't want to watch this shit no more.
informed about Albert's actions online, and she was understandably disgusted. Brandon was kicked out of his brother's home. Whether or not this was the ethical thing to do, I'll leave that up to you. He was miserable at this point, if it wasn't already obvious. How could he possibly get his life back together? There was only one correct answer to this: Roblox. But to be more specific, he wanted to reopen the Hilarium regime, so he could be in control once again. Now, when it comes to investigating stuff like this, I'm usually gathering media and witness accounts to build a story, presented with a unique opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into this community. My original plan was to join the Hilarium regime and try to find my way into Albert's Hilarium dynasty, but it wasn't going to be easy, and unfortunately for me, might not be possible. It was pretty easy, however, to join the regime. I clicked on the Discord attached to the Roblox group and followed the instructions to get enlisted. And according to an announcement Albert himself made, the group was in a state of development and hasn't officially launched. So I'm here pretty early, and hopefully this would help gain some trust with Albert himself. They were hosting some events this week and I was able to attend. This included what is known as a dynasty gathering, where members of the Hilarium dynasty gathered to discuss group-related affairs. However, Albert himself wasn't able to attend. He had lost his computer and had no way to access Roblox.
Nigga, that's crazy. I'm trying to comment on it, but like, I still gotta think about the YouTube people, but like, damn.
For now. But that wasn't his fault. It was the fault of his community members, who failed to gather enough money for him to buy a replacement, including his 14 Patreon members, who were only able to gather $26 for their emperor. Regardless, Albert was able to use his phone to join the Discord call, where he would say something pretty interesting.
I'm just scared of the background checks. I don't know what they're gonna find. I don't know how the background checks work out.
You're a minor.
I'm gonna give them my new Gmail. I don't want to give them my old one.
Or a minor.
I want you to hold on to what he just said there. We're gonna need it later.
I gotta make a Mikeyluvs appreciation video.
Eventually, Albert was able to gather some money on his own to buy a new laptop, and he was able to attend some events. His first rally back was an army-wide inspection, and I knew I couldn't
that's not good, though.
miss this. I had to try and appease Albert in an attempt to climb up the ranks. Unfortunately for me, however, my plan was foiled. The first words that were exchanged between me and Albert were far from productive. He immediately called me an alt, which is short for alternate account. He had somehow knew I wasn't who I was pretending to be. Maybe it was the poorly designed avatar, or maybe it was just suspicious of someone random to be attending these events. Admittedly, I lost hope at this point. I didn't think it was possible to rank up from here, but that's when something strange happened. And by the way, I swear I'm not making this up. This just randomly happened. I was invited by a general to become an officer. All I had to do was state my past experience and say an oath. I completely made up.
Pledging to roll Nazis is so crazy to me, bro. Oh my lord.
My past experience by just random names and said the oath with my made-up name. And now I was an officer in Albert's Hilarium regime, and I was one step closer to where I want to be. This is also when I noticed something in chat.
Like, I'm not like how, like, the niggas was mad at, like, how the fuck is this an officer, bro? Pledged allegiance to Brandon.
Albert's Supreme Command had publicly banned someone from the Discord. I knew I had to find out why. Maybe he had some useful information.
That's crazy. This was during the fucking, when this Roblox Nazi celebration. I was in Wisconsin at the time, bro. This is crazy. This is my first steps into becoming a Roblox YouTuber, bro. I missed my chance.
So I DM'd him, and even though he was understandably skeptical at first, he agreed to do an interview. And this is how I unraveled a truly disgusting story. He was banned from the Hilarium regime after calling Albert a predator publicly. He was a follower of Albert for a few years now, and was already disgruntled with Albert's shenanigans.
Basically, let me tell you a bit of a backstory. I joined Hilarium around when I was 12 years old, I'm gonna be honest, around 2020. And eventually, Albert didn't like me from the start. Me and him became closer eventually, and he shut his group down and moved to Star Wars, or at least tried doing a Star Wars genre, which utterly failed, and all of his downfall started because when he did his Star Wars group, at least 5 different victims came with DMs proving of him.
What? Yo, today just sucks, bro. The hard R said, then after that, we got this freaky ass bongaloid. I want to wrap my tongue around yours and see your eyes light up.
European with minors, and him sex minors, and him pictures to minor. In general, there's still a lot of people in Hilaria that Albert said that are minors too. I know one of my friends is one of those people, which I talk a lot to, and I see a lot of Albert texting that person pictures and wanting to fuck and shit like that, and inappropriate jokes he did with me too, or him having people in like high positions, like the Princess already has sent him pictures, and that is a male too, and I saw those pictures and it's disgusting.
A very important piece of information was revealed to me during this interview. Although not very surprising, Albert was exchanging and having East the minor at this very moment, and the victim was willing to be interviewed. I'm going to call him David for now, of course to protect the identity of the victim.
Yeah, there was David's black ass was in here earlier, bro. I didn't know this what you was doing in your free time.
David and Albert were exchanging sexually charged DMs, while Albert was aware that the victim was a minor. In fact, Albert has no way of denying this. He himself confirmed that the victim was a minor, and coincidentally, I caught it on recording.
I'm just scared of the background checks. I don't know what they're gonna find. I don't know how the background checks work out,
You're a minor.
I'm gonna give them my new Gmail. I don't want to give them my old one.
Or a minor.
So, I joined Hilaria when it was about, like, late 2023, around, like, November. I initially joined it when it was a roaming group instead of, like, the 1960s and 1950s. But Albert started DMing me. He was like, where are you from? Like, are you a spy? Like, did someone send you here? And he started questioning me and stuff. And it just slowly, like, took off from there. Like, he started asking me, oh, are you a femboy? Because he noticed my Roblox avatar.
Yuck, bro. Not yuck in, like, a homophobic sense. It's like, bro, why is that your shirt, bro? And you're a child. Like, why do you need to advertise who you're f***ing as a kid, bro? Like, come on, dude.
And then he started, like, getting sexual and asking sexual questions. And saying, oh, my God. He started, like, getting sexual and asking sexual questions. And saying, oh my gosh, you're gonna become the next empress. And I was like, what does that mean? So I'm like saying that there were a bunch of like stuff tied to it that involved like sex
This was the day before my birthday, bro. My life just sucks today, bro.
and like sending images, and I wasn't really into that. But it came to my attention that like
If you were here, you could suck the tip till it goes away. Oh, whoa.
you couldn't really rise to ranks if you weren't like a femboy, if you weren't like a sex slave. I thought that was really weird.
Before I concluded my investigation and would subsequently publish this video, I wanted to try something. I wanted to speak with Albert. I would have to be very careful. I didn't want to blow my cover, as I had some future plans I didn't want to
Use this on my girl. Yeah, I'm gonna start hitting with the hoes with oh whoa, bro. They be eating that shit up, and after that, they're gonna be eating you up. Work for Albert, bro. It's tried and true.
ruin. So I got a friend to help me out, and together we would join a voice chat with Albert. Of course, my friend would be doing all the talking.
Hi, Albie.
He was sitting there alone, potentially waiting on someone to join. He was skeptical of us at first, but after about 20 minutes of small talk, he was comfortable around us.
Dude, I was told to like stay away from this group and shit by other people.
I want to stay where everybody knows.
This is why Mikey is my favorite YouTuber.
They were saying, oh, well, it wasn't about you, it was more about the people in the group. Like they're saying there's a bunch of femboys.
There's nothing wrong with gays or anything. Won't.
Hey, bro, you hell yeah, bro. Wasn't he the same dude talking about like no gay people on my Christian server? Damn, you see, people just be projecting all the time, bro.
Community, we accept anyone. I don't really care what you are. I don't care what your sexuality is. It's your life. It's private. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do.
And I told my friend to ask some questions of interest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shit, you could trade him like how like the Mavs traded Luka to the f***ing Lakers.
Response we got was more straightforward than I would have ever expected.
You care about age though?
And to an extent, yes.
This was absolutely
Geek of the week. This the person behind the Nazism?
a crazy statement to catch, and this was pretty much all we needed. We knew a direct confrontation would lead nowhere, as we would have either gotten banned or just muted instantly. But it was also to protect the final part of my plan. You remember, I'm an officer in this Discord server, and I have permissions to ping at everybody. I want to use this power in his own server for good. Once this video comes out, I hope to put the link in his own Discord. Add everyone in the server, and hopefully, I'll be able to save at least a few people from this potentially dangerous environment. Extended victim interviews, 2 new interviews I didn't even include in the video, along with transcripts and detailed evidence are available on my Patreon completely for free. Just give me about a week after the upload of this video just to get everything up there. I'm gonna warn you though, it's pretty disturbing stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Shout out you, bro. That was a great video. I just like that, it just got fucked up because I'm just so dumb, bro.